week, everyone, we're going to switch gears. Last week, we gave a huge shout out to Tommy John underwear. For those of you all that don't know, Tommy John is definitely a staple in the underwear industry. But we've actually had the opportunity to wear some of their products this week. And the question is, are they worth it or are they too much? Because this is the Too Much Show. So, Mr. Jones, do you want to lead this off or do you want me to lead it off?
No, I defer to you, sir.
No problem. So, first off, let me say, when it comes to Tommy John and their underwear, Mr. Jones, I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted, damn it, because they make a very comfortable underwear, and then you expect me to just go back and then start wearing some of my older underwear that I've had. I had to go in the damn drawer and throw out damn near every pair of underwear that I had that didn't say Tommy John on there. You want to talk about underwear that you could wear under your suits, your slacks, gentlemen, that you don't always have to adjust because they get bunched up in the crotch area. This is it. And they make their boxer briefs or their boxing trunks with the banana hammock, which is beautiful. Which is, for those of y'all that don't know what the banana hammock is, so normally we have a slit down the middle, a slit on the side, so we can, slide our membrane or our manhood out and be able to use the bathroom. Now, they said we're going to put it up at the top, so all you got to do is just pull that down and boop, he pops right out. So from the material, from the Pima cotton that they make, so I've had the opportunity to test two different ones. I've tested the boxing trunks and the boxer briefs, and I've tested them in what they call a second skin, which is the soft kind, which is it's almost like an Egyptian cotton, and then the cool, which is a Pima cotton. And I can tell you I'm satisfied with both. I actually prefer the cool a little bit more, especially, and I know you can appreciate that too, Mr. Jones, living out there in Vegas, but the cool is definitely breathable. But here's what I will...
Definitely. I really love them. Honestly, I really love them.
Yeah, and the cool ones, they're good for gentlemen when it's a hot day outside, when you're going to the gym to work out. And what I noticed throughout the day, I mean, and we could just be real because this is the Too Much Show. When I wear other boxer briefs, sometimes he gets to moving around down there. He was able to stay in place. I didn't have to adjust. And there are tank tops as well that say second skin on there. It's like you're putting another layer on that you don't even notice that you have. And I'm going to tell you, I was waiting for the opportunity to be able to come on here and say, you know what? That shirt rose up. That tank top rose up, but it didn't. I pulled it all the way down because it's made long, so it fits to you so it doesn't rise up, and it also helps keep the underwear and everything intact. And I remember I kept going. I'm sure people was looking at me like I was weird at work, but I would put my hand in my pocket and try to dig deep down to see if I could feel the tank top, and it was there. It was there. And what I could say is about the second skin, here's what I would do, because those are made to fit extra snug. So me, I'm the type of guy, I have thighs, I have, somewhat of a butt, and I also have, I have that down there. And so I'm one of those ones where it's like if I'm wearing denim or I'm wearing certain slacks, I'm actually a 34 in the waist. And so the sizing for them, like if you want a medium, it's a 31 through a 34. And with the larges, it's a 35 through a 38. And so it's certain type of slacks sometimes where I may have to get them adjusted to 34 because they're a little bit too tight around my waist, and I don't want it to be too tight, so I'll get them adjusted about a half an inch to be a 34 and a half or 35. So if you deal with having big thighs or you have somewhat of a butt or even a large member down there that just needs a little extra breathing room, I would definitely recommend, if you're going to get the second skin soft ones, to go into the next size up. This way, you have that extra room. Because remember, the less fabric that you have, that's what causes the rising, because it's tight and it's made to fit to your body. But if it's not able to fit to your body properly, then as you're walking throughout the day, that's what causes your underwear to rise. But when you go the next size up and you have more fabric to use, and with the technology that Tommy John uses, it allows for your underwear to be able to stay in place and you be able to flow freely without always having to adjust.
I agree. I definitely love the tank tops. The tank tops is amazing. You know, like they don't rise at all. And I'm one of the people I bend, twist, turn, dance all day long at my place of work. And I also dress in a professional manner as well. So that's always important. If you can have that fabric and that material that says it's made of Egyptian cotton, and then all of a sudden it's rising up, and all of a sudden you see yourself tucking your shirt in all day like you're in the middle of an NBA game. Dude, with the underwear, I mean, forget about it. They do got the best underwear in town. I love the cool factor. I love the fact that I don't have to do that shimmy move as much as I used to. I mean, it makes you want to just go outside and just burn all your hands. It makes you want to go outside and just burn all your Fruit and Looms. I tell you, I mean, it's definitely worth it. Especially the boxer briefs, you know what I mean? Because I'm very particular about boxer briefs. Like, they got to feel nice, they got to feel comfortable. Because, I mean, throughout the day, like, I'm always, you know, doing things that's physical, like bending, twisting, stuff like that. So I give him the 2 thumbs up. I give him the seal of approval. I like Tommy John.
Yeah, I mean, and they have different variations. Like, I've seen some as high as $45, some of their boxer briefs, but those are for, like, the real athletic ones that, like, you're really going to use, like the athletes would use when they're out there in court. But if you're just looking for a basic cool, you know, snug boxer brief, they have some that are $31, $28. And just for listening on here, we have a promo code for you that we gave out last week, and we give it out again where you get 20% off your entire order with Tommy John. And it's all capital letters, but it's going to be T as in Terry, J as in James, M as in Mark, R as in Robert, C as in crayon, and F as in Frank 20. Again, that's TJMRCF, all caps, and 20. And you can have the opportunity to enjoy Tommy John's. And I'm telling you right now, they're going to change your life.